I'd like you to meet a deck called Mon Petit Lenormand. This is a nice little deck that has 36 cards, as you would expect, in the Lenormand. It is by Alexandre Musruck. His website is angelcardomancy.com. And you'll find that there are several decks by Alexander on his website that you can check out, and with each deck purchase you'll get a free 101 divination online class. I haven't watched that yet, so I can't review that. I'm going to specifically review just the cards here. So his Lenormand comes in one of the familiar plastic cases. When you get these, you'll want to, I usually like to put an elastic or something around them because they're not that securely closed, but it does keep the cards safe. This particular deck has a very nice cardstock. It's a very rugged. I wish all cards actually had a cardstock quite this thick. The size is 2.5 by 3.5, so for something like a tarot deck that would be small. For something like a Lenormand, it's one of the larger size cards. Have a very picture postcard look to them, as if they are from Victorian era postcards. Very nice. Shuffles beautifully. I'm even going to give it the old rough riffle here. Because they're stiff, they're harder to bend. I like them stiff, they last longer. One of my favorite things when I get a Lenormand deck is when the images are really easy to see. When you're doing a massive spread like the Grand Tableau, you want to be able to pick the picture right out. So you'll see as we look, the rider is a woman here, although it typically means more of a man for me, and it still will, even with the woman on this image. They have a very clear background, so there's no clutter. You'll be able to lie them all together and really see the pictures nice and clear. This is our lovely ship, house, and trees. So you can see they're very simple. They look like old postcards. That's our clouds. There is not really a dark and light side to the cloud. I would probably make this side the dark side because of these shadows right here, but that's something you'd have to make on your own. There's our snake, which is facing the same way the tail is facing. Coffin, mountain. The card and sets you can see are in black and red, and they just mention the number and the suit. As for the quartz, you'll get a nice little picture of it, and they are written in French. The V, the valet, that is our jack. The queens are the D. The kings are the R. There's no borders to these cards, which makes extra room for the pictures, and it's a nice matte finish to them. Very sturdy cards. The backs of the cards, that's our mouse card, isn't that cute? The ring, and then the backs of the cards are very simple, and it has the name of the card deck at the bottom, which actually I appreciate a lot because with so many decks I sometimes forget the actual name of the deck, even though I usually remember who made them. Now at first glance I thought that these particular cards didn't have the number of the image, Rider 1, Clover 2, Ship 3, but Alexander pointed out to me it's right here. So here we have our letter. Again, these are written in French. Here we have our man card. Number 28 is right here. A lovely lady, 29, La Dame. And as you can see, really aesthetically pleasing images. These will make for really fast, easy to read spreads when you have nice clear images like this. Nice stork with the baby, which it can sometimes mean, and our lily. So the cross, at first it was a little hard for me to see, but yes, there it is, very clear cross behind the flowers. And I want to show you the few cards that go out of what you typically see in the tradition, or that they're a little bit harder to tell at first. So this is the book, the livre, and you'll see that she is holding a book, but the first thing you may notice is the person. So you will need to get used to that one. The heart, same thing here. You've got a very clear heart, but just if you see the person first, just be aware it's the heart you're looking for. Crossroads or path is with a sign, and this is the garden, which once you realize what it is, it seems obvious, but we're not usually used to seeing the butterflies and flowers so close like this. And the broom and whip, we've got the woman holding a broom, so that almost seems secondary to the woman, but there it is. And I really love this court card right here. Just amazing. Nice color. The color in these cards is gorgeous. And this is the scythe, Again, I thought this was a child at first, but you can see there it is, clear as day. Our scythe, it points in a certain direction, makes it easy to see what that scythe is aiming for in a reading. So now when we start putting a lot of cards together, as we would in a grand tableau, you want to see how easy these cards are to read. And as you look, you can see very clearly, once you know that's a scythe, garden, fish, key, rider. If you're more familiar with these down here, moon, sun, lady, man, and letter. So it's pretty easy to see once you get used to what the individual cards are. I love that the court cards have the actual images in the corner. This is something that is missing on several Lenormand decks, and it helps give you a description of a person, so that's always very helpful. And it reminds you that that's another person card, that's somebody that can be a player in the reading, somebody that can be one of the characters in the story of the life of the person you are reading. And here are just some of the remarkable court cards for you to enjoy. So here we have the Queen of Diamonds, the Jack of Spades, King of Diamonds, King of Hearts. Aren't these amazing? Look at the imagery. So you could see these would make wonderful other characters in your reading, other people. Queen of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds, our Queen of Spades, and our King of Clubs. Fantastic. The deck also comes with this very nice card that talks about what each of the cards means. So if you're not familiar with what this oracle means, you can go through each of the cards. It will tell you what each one represents. And I would like to share with you my favorite card in the deck. Not a surprise if you know me, the birds card, but this is probably one of the nicest bird cards I've seen. It has more than just two birds in it, which is the tradition, the two owls, but I still love this card. L'Oiseau. We've got 5 stunning birds. Also on Alexander's website, you will find nice padded zip tarot pouches, Lenormand pouches. They are a safe way to keep your deck, nicely lined on the inside. They've got a little cushion to them. And you'll see that there are many other decks on his website from which you can choose. So great job, Alexander. This is a really fun deck to work with. I enjoyed the readings that I've been doing in my practice sessions as I test drove it. I found they were really fast, easy to read, and I appreciate the single color in the background that really makes a nice cohesive spread when everything is put together. It is so easy to see. They are so easy to read.